official Robyn Makes It. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, you gonna want to hit that subscribe button because this channel is full of tea, drama, and story times. And I'm a chick from Brooklyn. Everybody loves a chick from Brooklyn, and that's on period. If you don't follow my Instagram, I'm gonna say this again. If you don't follow my Instagram, follow my Instagram because sometimes shit be going down in live action and I don't know when I'm gonna sit down and record a video. But for those of you who do follow my Instagram or are coming from my Instagram or from the raw review post, you know exactly what this story time is about to be about. If you see the title, you know what's about to go down. And just so y'all know, like every other story time, there is going to be receipts. If you're not new to my channel, then you will be very familiar with my hairstylist, or I should say my ex-hairstylist, and the type of relationship we have. I'm going to try my best not to drop names on the situation because I don't want anyone trying to come for me. But if you scroll through my videos, if you see any hair videos, anything like that between, I want to say 2020 or 2021 till now, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. And in some of those videos, links were in the description box, so you can click on those links. It will bring you to her Instagram and you will know exactly who to not book. I really don't even know where to start because this was like a small situation that turned into a whole big hoopla. But because I was addressed on the media, I'm gonna address it on my platform because if I'm gonna give anybody some airtime, I might as well get some money on. You get what I'm trying to say? I might as well make a little pretty coin. Christmas is coming. I need the dollars. As y'all know, I've been rocking with my hairstylist for a long time. The reason why I've been rocking with my hairstylist, if y'all don't know, I don't like to chair hop. I had a good stylist before I started booking my now ex-hairstylist, and we were consistent. I was going to her all the time and she was local to me, but she ended up going to a new shop, and that shop was a little bit further for me and a little bit complicated for me to go to. So I started to wean off and try to find a new stylist in my area, especially one that was flexible, because my last stylist, she was great. She's excellent. Up to this day, I would go to her for work. She was excellent. I never had any issues, but the girls love her too. So she was almost always booked up. She would accommodate me the best way she can, but it was hard to work around. So with that being said, I was on a hunt to a new stylist. Little backstory, my now ex-hairstylist, stay on track, I know it's gonna get confusing. My now ex-hairstylist was also my homegirl. Now, when we became cool, she wasn't really heavy doing hair, but around like 2018-ish is when she started getting heavy on doing hair. Now, we were cool, but like I said before, I am very faithful to my hairstylist, and I have anxiety when it comes to all things beauty, whether it's my hair, lashes, makeup, nails. Like, going to new people makes me so fucking nervous. So once I find someone that is within my price range, within the distance I'm trying to go, and has good quality work, I really just stay by them. I don't care who you are. You could be my bestie, sister, mother. I'm still gonna be nervous to book you. Like, so even though my homegirl was doing hair, it wasn't my instinct to automatically just jump in her chair and let her do my hair. So I believe the first time she did my hair was when I needed to go to Miami. I booked an appointment with her because at the time she was working in a shop in Crown Heights, and that was fairly local to me. So she did my install before Miami. If I still got that like image of her doing that install, I'm gonna insert it. I loved it. I mean, at the moment I felt like she plucked a little bit too much, but it was cool. I liked it. It rocked out. It lasted through Miami. I had no issues with the install. From that point on, I wanted to continue to go to her. Now, keep in mind, if you do a good service for me, no matter what the service is, I'm going to pay you your rate. But if I love it, I'm going to spread the word. That's with everybody. I am a girl's girl. I tag everybody that does a service for me because not only it helps them in their business, but people always do DM me. Like, they look at my pictures on Instagram and write me like, girl, where you got this? Where you got this? Where you got your hair done? Who did this? Who did this? And to save all that back and forth, I just tag the people when I post, whether it's a video on my story of you just did my hair, or like a picture. Every picture I have on my Instagram right now, I tagged almost everything that I have, lashes, hair, everything, so that people could just click it and they could go book who they want if they like what they see. So from that first time she did my hair, Up to this situation, I've been tagging her constantly and giving her promotion on all my platforms. If I make a TikTok of me getting my hair done, I'm tagging her. If I post a picture or a video of me getting my hair done, I'm tagging her. When I come on this YouTube and I get installs, all them installs that y'all see on my stories of me getting my hair done by this specific stylist, her information is in the description box. I shout her out in the video, etc. Because I know she needs to make her money. Keep in mind, this is not a contract that we built. It was just that she's my homegirl. I want to see my homegirls win. So make your money. I'm never going to sit around and act like I never liked the girl. I never liked how she was doing my hair. I did. Now the issue is, well, what I believe is the issue is our relationship got too comfortable. And when I say that, the biggest thing you could do, whether it's if y'all was cool before or cool after, is having too much of a comfortable situation with a service provider that you're paying. I try my best to respect everyone's business. Like, even though that was my homegirl, I would still book through her site. I would still try to give her a deposit. I would try to do things the way she has it listed on her site, because I wanted to keep that personal relationship and that business relationship separate. I want you to know that I respect your business and I'm going to treat your business like any other person would, because you're providing a service to me and I'm paying you. I'm going to follow your rules because I want you to treat me how you would treat any of your clients and not do me like I'm your homegirl. Don't get me wrong. There were times that I will probably look on her site. She probably don't have availability. I will text her, hey girl, can you fit me in from this day and this day? She would accommodate, but I would never overstep a boundary and try to text her at 11 o'clock at night like, can you fix my baby hair, girl? Even if we was homegirls, even if we was going to the club together, I'm not gonna be like, can you do a whole full install for me right now outside of her business hours? I would never do that to her. Definitely kept a boundary, but I believe our relationship became too comfortable, more so on her end, with me as being her friend and a client. I say that because there was an incident. So this is my first red flag situation with her. Up to this point, I didn't really have any issues. I booked through her site for an appointment. And I believe it was a wig install or a reinstall. It's probably a reinstall, if I'm not mistaken. So I booked her for a reinstall, went to the shop at the time of my appointment. Now, before I went to the shop, she had texted me and was like, hey girl, can you come an hour later? I'm like, cool, fine. I went to the shop an hour later, and when I got to the shop, there was a client in her chair. Now, I'm the type of person, I don't usually book appointments on the days I have other commitments. I'm not the type of girl that book all my services in one day. I do spread out because I know things can happen, and I don't want a freaking beauty disaster happening where one of my appointments got to get canceled and I lose a deposit because I overbooked myself. And like I mentioned, I have anxiety when it comes to these things. So to avoid that, I separate all my shit. I do my lashes on this day, hair on this day, nails on this day. I keep everything separate. So I didn't have any issue moving my appointment back, and I have no other commitments this specific day. So it didn't bother me when I got in the chair and she had a client there. I let her do her client. Then she was doing miscellaneous stuff in between when the client left, and I was still being patient. Keep in mind, I don't really have an issue because I usually go to my appointments braided anyway, so that kills like 30 minutes out of the time that she has to allot to me and my install. All she gotta do is really glue my wigs. Usually I even make it even easier. If I need a reinstall, my wig comes already washed, dried at my house. All you gotta do is glue it and style it. I don't want to be in the shop all day either, so I just try to make it as easy as possible. So I let her eat, I let her run around, let her do anything, whatever. She sat me in the chair, she put on the cap, and then she was like, oh, I gotta go to the beauty supply store. Cool. You can go to the beauty supply store. That's fine. I wasn't mad about her going to the beauty supply store. I don't believe there was ever an issue before where she had to leave the shop and come back while I was there. So I really didn't care. You put the wig cap, all you gotta do is put on the wig. So I didn't mind. So I sit in the chair with the wig cap on. I'm noticing time is going by. 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by. And I'm like, what the fuck? Cool. 15 minutes, you know, she gotta get there. She gotta look for whatever she looking for. She gotta come back. It's probably gonna take about 15, 20. So I sent her a little friendly text once 30 minutes passed, because now it's like 30 minutes. I'm starting to get aggravated, more so because I already waited. You pushed my appointment back. I already waited like a whole freaking hour and some change after you already pushed my appointment back. And then when I finally do get in the chair, you leave out to go to the beauty supply store for 30 minutes. So I sent a little friendly text, hey, are you on your way back? She never texts back. when I sent that. I believe 15 more minutes passed, so she comes back 45 minutes later, and when she walked in, the first thing she said to me is,
"Damn, girl, I had to come back. It's not like I was gonna leave you in a chair."
That's when I realized, this is getting a little too comfortable. Like, you my homegirl and all, but why are you treating me like I am not a client and I don't pay you? This is not a free install that you're doing for me. And although I don't have any other commitments, I still don't want to spend the whole day sitting in your chair. Like, it's not fair to me. Now, when she did come back and she started to do my hair, I realized another one of her clients came in. So I'm like, okay, her appointment is clearly after mine. And I realized that once the client came in, the client that was supposed to be after me came in, she started rushing my install. And I noticed that she's plucking, the fucking tweezers is hurting my head, she's hot combing, I'm feeling the heat, like you could tell she's rushing. At that point, I'm like, cool, I paid her and I left, and my hair was okay. It wasn't the best install of my life, like my favorite install. It was decent enough for me to work with, but I was venting to my friend, and my friend was like, I know that's your homegirl and all, but maybe it's time for you to look into other stylists, and recommended a few people to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it, because I was so frustrated about how that went about. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to venture out and find someone else, because this is getting too comfortable, and maybe we should just separate it. Maybe you could just be my homegirl and not a business provider. I never complained that time. I didn't say anything. I let it rock. So fast forward now. It's time for me to take this wig off. So now I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm looking, and I'm like, is that 2 holes in my part? There were 2 big ass fucking holes in my middle part. I didn't notice it before, but I'm like, maybe it's wear and tear. You know, like I've been wearing this wig for a while. It could happen. I took the wig off. There were so many holes in the fucking wig. It looked like a mouse bit it. I swear to God. Look at this fucking wig. Look at this wig. That shit looked chewed up. Like, it looked so chewed up. And all the holes around the perimeter, I didn't notice, because obviously you wearing baby hairs. It's a middle part. I only noticed the freaking big ass holes in the part first. And then when I took the wig off, I realized all these holes. At that time, I didn't address it, because I'm like, maybe because this never happened before, it's probably the wig. You know, I get a lot of wigs from a lot of different vendors, so I'm like, maybe it's the quality of the wig. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't text her about it. I did take a picture to show my friends, and I'm so grateful that I'm so happy that I took that picture, because one thing about me, I am a freaking picture hoarder, and I still had this picture in my phone, and it came around to be so important in this moment. So I'm happy that I took that picture. I didn't say anything about it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the wig vendor, maybe it's the quality. I never addressed it. I let it go. Cool. I did say that in the past, because of that situation where I sat in her chair, I wanted to venture out and see another stylist. So I went back to seeing a stylist that did an install for me one time before, and she's good. She's like the best in the city. Like, my photo shoot was coming. First time doing this type of bad bitch birthday shoot, and I was like hella excited about my birthday shoot. So I'm like, for this shoot, I want to book this person. Like, she is like the GOAT of Brooklyn. Like, almost everybody goes to her for installs. I wanted her to do my hair. Y'all seen that vlog. I think I did a hair vlog about my photo shoot here. I bought the wig. She killed my install. I love my hair for my photo shoot. I went to her to get a reinstall of that same wig. Got a side part for my birthday. She killed it. She pretty much did 3 installs with that wig. Then I bought another wig. She did 2 installs. So that new stylist did 5 installs with 2 wigs. And she bodied it, killed it, loved it. And every time she would do my hair, I would tag her like, oh my God, hair about to go, because she was killing it. I guess around this time, my ex-hairstylist noticed that I wasn't booking her anymore, because obviously we have each other on social media. She's probably looking at my stories. When I did my photo shoot, I tagged the hairstylist who did that hairstyle or whatever case may be. So she's probably like, oh damn, she's not booking me no more. So she tried to find a way to get me back in her chair. And she was having a back to school sale in September. So she wrote me and was like, hey, I'm doing a back to school sale. If you share this sale on your story, I'll give you a free install. And I'm like, cool, I need to get my hair done soon anyway, so I'm gonna share your sale on my story, and then we could talk about a date. So I ended up writing her like, hey girl, I want to get a blonde wig installed for my friend's birthday. I know you said you're gonna give me a free hairstyle, so let's do it. So she's like, okay. So I went to her, got the blonde hairstyle. I'm not gonna lie, My ex hairstylist, she bodied that blonde. It was fire. I loved it. I'm not even gonna shade the hairstyle. She did good. She did so good, I fucking tipped her. I tipped her like $80 because it's like, I know you said this was free, but you bodied this shit. Like, you bodied this shit. You deserve something for standing on your feet and working. She killed that hairstyle. No complaints. So after she bodied that hairstyle, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going to my homegirl because the new hairstylist that I was going to in the summertime, I loved her to death, but she's booked up. Like I said, she's the GOAT in the city. Getting an appointment with her is hard. And being that my ex hairstylist had wide availability, was always available. When I say her bookings open, them shits always had days. She always had a time slot. I'm like, maybe it's easier for me to just keep going to her. I had that one little issue. Remember, at this time, I didn't even realize that she might be the reason why I had them holes in my middle part. I'm just thinking about this issue when she left me in the chair. I'm like, it was just one issue. I'm not gonna cry over spoiled milk. We gonna move past this. She bodied this blonde hairstyle. The blonde, honestly, I can't keep color hair in for too long. So in a week, I took that shit out and I was ready for my next wig. So because fall was approaching, or it was fall at this point, I'm like, I want to do like a brown highlight. This was not hair that was provided to me by no sponsorship. I bought this hair with my hard-earned money and I spent about $500, $600 on this wig. Now, the day she was supposed to install it, I went to go get my hair braided from the Africans because I was trying to speed up the process. Like, I like to go braided. Me personally, I like how the Africans do my foundation braids better than the stylist anyway. That's any stylist. I always come braided. I just like the foundation. They do it neat. It lasts a long time. So I was running into my appointment time. So I texted her like, hey girl, I'm going to be late. She was like, how late? Because I got something to do right after your appointment. And I'm like, ooh, my bad. Probably like 20 minutes. She was like, fine. You could send your wig in a cab so that I could have it started by the time you finish. So I sent my wig in a cab, and about 20 minutes after that, I went to go get my hair done. So now she's in a suite, and the way her suite was set up, her mirror is like knee high, and like the seat level is like here. So unless you're standing up, you can't look into the mirror. I had no reasons to look into the mirror. This is a girl who's been doing my hair for years. I didn't have no issues with her doing my hair. So she know how I like my hair, how I like it. I just told her, no baby hairs. I want a clean look, middle part. Now, because she had something to do after she was finished my hair, I just got my stuff and left. I paid her and I left. When I got in front of her suite, I FaceTimed my friend, and